Hampton Court Palace, a magnificent spectacle of history, opulence and splendor, but beneath the surface, darkness lingers. A history soaked in betrayal, despair, and tragedy. This isn't just a palace, it's a haunted prison, a place where the past refuses to die. Built in the 1500s, it witnessed the reign of Henry VIII, a king known for his power and his brutality. Wives were discarded, enemies were executed. Within these very walls, history unfolded, and some say it's still unfolding. Catherine Howard, a teenager when she became queen, thrust into a world of power and luxury. But the king's heart? It was a dangerous place to reside. Henry was known for his temper, his paranoia, and his ruthlessness. At first, it was a fairy tale. The young queen, beautiful and charming, the aging king besotted by her, but the illusion wouldn't last. Whispers of infidelity began to surface. Accusations flew. Catherine's world crumbled around her. The king, enraged by betrayal, ordered an investigation. Evidence was gathered, witnesses interrogated. The young queen, once adored, was now a prisoner in her own home, stripped of her title. Facing a terrifying fate, Catherine was imprisoned at Hampton Court, confined to her chambers, the weight of her alleged crimes crushing her spirit. She knew what awaited her, the executioner's block, the same fate that befell her cousin, Anne Boleyn. Legend tells us that Catherine made one desperate attempt to escape her fate. As guards approached to escort her to the Tower of London, she broke free. Running through the halls of Hampton Court, she screamed for the king. She pounded on the door of the chapel where Henry was praying, begging for his mercy, pleading for her life. But it was futile. The guards apprehended her, dragging her away from the chapel door. Her cries echoed through the palace, cries filled with anguish and despair. They say the mark of her fingers is still visible on the chapel door, a chilling reminder of her desperate plea, a testament to the terror she felt in her final moments. The guards dragged her away, her screams echoing through the palace. Down these very corridors she ran, desperate, terrified, but there was no escape. Her fate was sealed. Section 4. Echoes of Terror in the Dead of Night. Today, centuries later, people claim to hear Catherine's screams, a blood-curdling wail that sends chills down your spine. It's said to be most frequent in the haunted gallery, the very hallway where Catherine was dragged to her doom. Visitors have reported feeling an icy touch, a sudden drop in temperature. Some claim to have seen a fleeting glimpse of a figure, a young woman dressed in white running through the halls, her face contorted in terror. I've spoken to witnesses. Their stories are remarkably similar. The feeling of dread that washes over you, the sense of being watched, and then, the scream, piercing the silence, a scream that seems to come from everywhere and nowhere at once. Section 5. Haunted by history, visited by fear. Hampton Court isn't just a place, it's a vessel, holding within its walls the energy of every heartbreak, every betrayal, every death. The spirits of the past lingering, unable to find peace. Is it Catherine Howard's anguish that haunts these halls, or is it the residual energy of centuries of tragedy? Whatever the explanation, one thing is certain. Hampton Court Palace is a place where the veil between the living and the dead feels thin, where history comes alive in the most unsettling ways. You can feel it as you walk these halls, the weight of unseen eyes watching your every move, the hairs on the back of your neck standing on end, the feeling that you're not alone, not truly alone. Section 6. The ghostly legend endures. The story of Catherine Howard is a stark reminder of the fragility of life, the capricious nature of power, and the enduring power of fear. Her ghost, whether real or imagined, continues to captivate and terrify. Hampton Court Palace remains a place of pilgrimage, not just for history buffs, but for those seeking a glimpse into the supernatural. It's a place where the boundaries of our understanding are tested, where the line between fact and fiction blurs, and as the sun sets on this magnificent palace, casting long shadows across its ancient walls, one can't help but wonder, are the stories true? Do the spirits of the past still walk these halls? The answer, my friends, may lie within the very walls of Hampton Court Palace, waiting to be discovered.